Hello everyone, air support from the Thor Discord, hanging out in the staking channel and just had a great question here that I've set up here to go ahead and answer and show you guys. So the question really is about, it's about claiming your Thor. Let's say you had a couple of Thor nodes like this individual had. So they've got two Thor nodes. I've got four, but they had two. And they had here um, about 1.7 Thor, I believe it was. So they're wanting to know if they claim it, is it a good idea to claim that Thor and then head over here and stake it in the single-sided um, stake for Thor? So I've got the answer for that. Let's look at it. So just real quick, let's go through what you would actually do, just so we could be aware of what we're talking about. So here you would click claim, and you would pay an AVAX transaction fee. Currently, the Thor nodes are also taxed 20%, so you would get 20% less of your tokens that show up here after successfully processing that transaction to claim. And then you would come over here to the farm, and you would you would type in the number of tokens you had, and you would deposit those, um, and you would pay another AVAX transaction fee, right? Then, sometime in the future, you would come and you would click withdraw, and you would process yet another transaction, which would cost you again some AVAX. So I've created a quick sheet, some updates to my existing sheet. This is where I do all my calculations. And it's turned into a bit of a mess. I had it cleaned up one day, but now it's gotten pretty bad. Anyways, this individual had 1.73 Thor waiting on Thor nodes. They also currently the farm is paying the single-sided farm is paying about 50% APR. If we divide that by 365 days, then you get about 0.14% per day. The current value of whoops, just catching up here real quick. So yeah, so 0.14 per day. So now let's take a look. This person had 1.73 Thor waiting on their Thor nodes. If you think about the tax and the current price of Thor, at the time I did this calculation, 79.18. So a 20% tax on 1.73 Thor, a 20% tax, the 20% tax is roughly $27 and 40 cents. After your claim, you would have about 1.384 Thor. Looking at the current gas prices of AVAX and what it takes to do a claim, etc., I just came up with a rough estimate of about 70 cents um, per transaction on AVAX, on the AVAX network. So roughly accounting for about $2.10 in fees. At the daily rate of 0.14%, in the amount of AVAX gas cost, the amount of Thor that you get taxed, you have about $29.50 that you need to make up while being in that pool, earning that 50% APR. So the way the math works out is if you have 1.73 Thor waiting on your Thor nodes, and you claim it, you pay these gas fees, you deal with this tax, you will need to be in that farm a little over 196 and a half days to break even. If you want to earn a profit, you need a couple of things to happen. You either need to stay in that pool longer than 196.49 days, so 196 days and 12 hours. You need to stay in there longer, or you need the APR to go up, which then you don't have to stay as long, or you need the price of Thor to go up after you've paid the tax. So a lot can happen in almost 200 days. So you need to think through that If 100 days from now the price of Thor goes up considerably, then um, you're basically locking in what you lost back here or what it cost you, but your future price can actually drive this down. And then what I can show you real quick, let's just say that the pool drops in its APR to 45%. Just that 5% can really push you out a number of days, okay? So just be aware of that. Be aware of what the taxes are doing to you. Be aware of the AVAX gas price, um, and certainly pay attention to these things before you just go and claim and stake it. Not saying that it's a bad idea. I think it's a fantastic idea. I think you just need to be aware of that tax. And if when the new contracts and the rewards change come out, this will drop to eight, excuse me, to 8%. Let's take a look at what that looks like when you drop it to 8%. Now my tax is only $11. This makes a whole lot more sense. Only need to make up a total of $13 now. I can do that in 87 days. So if you're going to claim your Thor nodes, today's February 10th, towards the end of the day, why don't you just wait the 4 days and then claim? Because you will really, really shave off quite a bit of time. You shave off, almost 110 days just by waiting those 3 days. You're not going to make that much in the 3 days to make it worth it. You'll only get about, well, I don't even want to do the calculation. It's just not worth it. So hang in there another few days before you go and claim your Thor nodes. And as always, happy to help. It's air support. I'm on the Thor Discord in the staking channel, and we're having a lot of great conversations in there. So come stop by and we'll talk about all this sort of stuff. Thanks. Have a good one.